Have you ever wondered about the lost civilizations that shaped human history? Did you know that there are over 7,000 stone tower structures found on the island of Sardinia? These ancient megalithic edifices are unique to Sardinia. Hidden in the heart of the Mediterranean lies Sardinia, home to the Nuragic people, an ancient civilization shrouded in mystery. What secrets do they hold? And how did they leave a legacy that still baffles historians and archaeologists to this day? Sardinia has a rich and ancient history, which can actually be traced back to the Paleolithic era. Today, we're unraveling the story of Sardinia's ancient Nuragic civilization, a society that thrived over 3,000 years ago. From their stunning megalithic architecture to their enigmatic Nuragic, to the cryptic symbols etched into the walls of ancient ruins, to their deeply spiritual traditions, the Nuragic people were a force of innovation and resilience. We'll explore their origins, their way of life, and their impact on the world. Piecing together the history of Sardinia's lost civilization is a puzzle of epic proportions. Although no written records from the Nuragic civilization have been discovered, classical literature from the Greeks and Romans provides some information about them. Historians also rely on educated guesses and speculation. However, let's discuss what we do know about the Nuragic people. The Nuragic civilization emerged around 1800 BCE during the Bronze Age, flourishing until the 2nd century CE. Their name comes from the Nuragic, the iconic stone towers they constructed across Sardinia. These structures, numbering over 7,000, served as fortresses, temples, and community centers. They were built by the Nuragic civilization between 1900 and 730 BC. While the exact ethnicity of the Nuragic people remains unclear, many scholars believe they were descendants of the indigenous Sardinian population, influenced by Mediterranean cultures like the Mycenaeans and Minoans. Sardinia's isolation helped preserve their unique culture, making it distinct from other civilizations of the time. The Nuragic people likely spoke a pre-Indo-European language, although no written records have been found. Their communication relied heavily on oral traditions, storytelling, and symbolic expressions found in their art and architecture. The absence of written language adds to the enigma surrounding their history. Daily life revolved around agriculture, fishing, and animal husbandry. The Nuragic people were skilled in agriculture, animal husbandry, fishing, crafting tools, weapons, and intricate jewelry from bronze and gold. They also developed metallurgy, producing silver and copper objects and weapons. Family life was central, with extended families living together in circular stone huts within Nuragic villages. Marriage was likely arranged, fostering alliances between clans. Their diet included grains, olives, grapes, and meat from domesticated animals. Archaeological evidence suggests communal feasts and celebrations, highlighting their strong social bonds. The Nuragic people were deeply spiritual, worshipping deities associated with nature and celestial phenomena. Sacred wells, megalithic altars, and giants' tombs, massive collective burial sites, were central to their religious practices. These sites often align with astronomical events, showcasing their advanced understanding of astronomy. Megalithic architecture. The Nuragic towers are engineering marvels, built without mortar using massive stones. Their precise construction demonstrates sophisticated knowledge of geometry and structural stability. Besides Nuragic, the Nuragic people built large stone tombs known as tombs of the giants and sacred sanctuaries. Nuragic artisans created intricate bronze figurines depicting warriors, animals, and deities, reflecting their artistry and cultural values. Trade. Evidence suggests they were skilled traders who exchanged goods such as metals, pottery, obsidian, crafted items, and other commodities with distant lands across the Mediterranean. Their trade networks extended to regions like Italy, southern France, Spain, Sicily, and North Africa. They even had contacts with the Mycenaean Greeks. Shipbuilding and navigation. The Nuragic civilization built sturdy ships that allowed them to navigate the Mediterranean Sea. They were not afraid of the sea and were known to travel by sea for trade, exploration, and possibly even piracy. Art and craftsmanship. The Nuragic civilization is known for its exquisite bronze figurines, often depicting warriors, archers, and boxers. These artifacts provide valuable insights into their society and culture. Nuragic society was organized into clans, each led by a chief who resided in a Nuragic. Villages were tightly knit, with communal decision-making and shared resources. Archaeological finds suggest a well-structured hierarchy with warriors, priests, and artisans playing crucial roles. The Nuragic people, though primarily known for their megalithic architecture and rich cultural practices, were not isolated from the conflicts and wars of the ancient Mediterranean. Evidence from archaeological sites and historical records provides insights into the battles and skirmishes they were involved in, often as a result of their strategic position and valuable resources. Phoenicians and Carthaginians. The Nuragic civilization faced threats from the Phoenicians, who began colonizing parts of Sardinia around the 9th century BCE. Later, the Carthaginians sought to dominate the island due to its strategic location and resources, such as metals and fertile lands. Warfare with Carthage escalated in the 6th century BCE, as Carthaginians sought control over Sardinia's coastlines and its interior regions. The Nuragic people resisted fiercely, retreating to their Nuragic towers, which acted as fortresses during sieges. Despite their resistance, Carthage eventually gained control over much of Sardinia, incorporating it into their empire. Following the defeat of Carthage in the First Punic War, 264–241 BCE, Sardinia became a target for Roman expansion. The Nuragic people, particularly those in the island's interior, resisted Roman control. During the Second Punic War, 218–201 BCE, some Sardinians allied with Carthage, opposing Roman forces. However, as Rome solidified its dominance, the Nuragic people were gradually subdued. Resistance continued sporadically into the 2nd century BCE, especially from Sardinian tribes, who refused to integrate into Roman rule. These rebellions were met with harsh reprisals, including enslavement and forced assimilation. Evidence suggests the Nuragic people may have engaged in intertribal conflicts, likely over territory, resources, or political dominance. These conflicts may explain why some Nuraga towers were fortified with additional walls and defensive structures. Bronze figurines depicting armed warriors suggest a culture that valued martial prowess and had a well-developed warrior class. The Nuragic people were skilled warriors and sailors, which likely made them valuable as mercenaries in Mediterranean conflicts. Historical accounts suggest Sardinians fought as hired soldiers for Carthage and other powers. As the Nuragic people engaged in trade and navigation, they would have encountered piracy and maritime conflicts. Their strategic position in the Mediterranean made them both a target and a player in naval skirmishes. The Nuragic civilization's ability to resist powerful empires like Carthage and Rome speaks to their resilience and resourcefulness. Their conflicts, whether defensive or offensive, played a crucial role in shaping Sardinia's history. Today, their fortresses and artifacts serve as a testament to their enduring spirit in the face of war and conquest. While much of the specific details about Nuragic warfare remain shrouded in mystery, ongoing archaeological discoveries continue to shed light on their military strategies and the conflicts that defined their existence. Maritime settlements. Evidence suggests that the Nuragic people established settlements on small islands and coastal areas, indicating their familiarity with maritime environments. These settlements were often connected to the mainland through well-developed maritime routes. Piracy. There is some evidence to suggest that the Nuragic people engaged in piracy during the Bronze Age. This was likely a response to the increasing maritime trade and the need to protect their interests and resources. Cultural exchange. The maritime activities of the Nuragic civilization facilitated cultural exchange with other Mediterranean cultures. This exchange influenced their art, architecture, and daily life, enriching their society with diverse ideas and practices. The Nuragic civilization began to decline around 500 BCE due to invasions by Phoenicians, Carthaginians, and eventually the Romans. Despite this, their cultural influence persisted. Many Sardinians today trace their ancestry to the Nuragic people, and their traditions and architecture remain a source of pride and identity. Historians are not alone in their quest for answers. Archaeologists have been painstakingly excavating sites across Sardinia, unearthing a wealth of artifacts that offer tantalizing glimpses into the daily lives of this ancient people. The Nuragic, towering structures that dot the Sardinian landscape, are a testament to the advanced engineering skills of the ancient civilization. Tombs and burial sites provide insight into their spiritual beliefs and rituals. Every artifact, no matter how small, is a piece of the puzzle, slowly revealing the intricate tapestry of this ancient culture. The more that's discovered, the more fascinating this civilization becomes. Sardinia is still dotted with thousands of Nuragic towers, sacred wells and burial sites, attracting historians and tourists alike. Recent discoveries suggest there's much more to learn about this civilization. Questions still remain about their language, the purpose of some structures, and the true extent of their influence. In case you're wondering, underwater archaeology is a branch of archaeology that focuses on the study of human interaction with the sea, lakes, and rivers through the discovery, analysis, and preservation of submerged artifacts, structures, and settlements. It includes the examination of shipwrecks, harbors, submerged settlements, and other human-made objects that are underwater. The Nuragic civilization's underwater archaeological discoveries include the following. Tiscali village. One notable find is the Bronze Age Nuragic village of Tiscali, located within a vast sinkhole on Mount Tiscali. Tiscali village is an underwater settlement hidden within a sinkhole, revealing circular dwellings and construction techniques. This hidden village offers a unique glimpse into the island's ancient past, with its circular dwellings built from local limestone and wooden roofs. Phoenician shipwreck, a well-preserved shipwreck near Murcia, Spain, dating back to around 600 BC, offering insights into ancient maritime trade. 7,000-year-old road. Another intriguing discovery is the 7,000-year-old road found off the southern Croatian coast, which was part of a sunken Neolithic settlement called Solin. This underwater road, constructed from carefully stacked stone slabs, was preserved under layers of sea mud and provides valuable insights into the ancient Hvar culture. These discoveries highlight the maritime activities and ingenuity of the Nuragic people, who engaged in trade, exploration, and possibly piracy. One of the most significant discoveries in recent years, related to ancient DNA in Sardinia, is the unearthing of genetic history spanning over 6,000 years. This groundbreaking find has sent shockwaves through the historical community, challenging long-held theories about the origins of this ancient civilization. Researchers analyzed genome-wide DNA data from 70 individuals across more than 20 archaeological sites on the island. This study revealed that Sardinia's genetic ancestry remained relatively stable through the Bronze Age, but became more diverse and interconnected with the Mediterranean during the Iron Age as various groups like the Phoenicians, Punics, and Romans arrived. The implications are profound, forcing historians to reevaluate their understanding of Sardinia's past. It's a discovery that has sparked intense debate, but one thing is certain: it's a game changer. As researchers continue to analyze the data, they're beginning to piece together a narrative that's both surprising and intriguing. Another crucial discovery has been the presence of ancient symbols and markings on the walls of the Nuragic. These cryptic messages have been deciphered, revealing a language that's unlike anything seen before. As researchers continue to study these symbols, they're gaining a deeper understanding of the culture and lifestyle of this enigmatic people. In this video, we've only scratched the surface of Sardinia's hidden past. If Sardinia's secrets intrigued you, imagine what else you could discover about ancient civilizations by subscribing to our channel.